In today's episode of Comics and Cosplay, we discuss the one problem that no convention has been able to solve: online ticket sales. So this is the final part in our Con Week series, in which each day we've discussed a different topic surrounding the comic book and anime convention scene, and what we think these con organizers can do to overall enhance the fan experience. Today, I specifically want to talk about ticket sales for the most popular conventions throughout the country, specifically New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, and the PAX East Convention. Now, these cons are super popular and have a huge following of people that attend them, so much so that ticket sales are hard to come by. But I think there are a few things these cons could do better to help ensure more fans get tickets, and these tickets end up in the hands of the right people and not scalpers and those looking to profiteer off the nerds and the nerd community. Now, obviously, this topic is incredibly relevant due to the fiasco last week with New York Comic Con's online ticket sales. For those that don't know, a lot of fans were really upset because they weren't able to purchase 3- and 4-day passes because it seemingly appeared that New York Comic Con didn't put enough steps in place to ensure that fans got these tickets and that it wasn't just, bought up by scalpers. And I can understand their frustration with this because it seemed that, New York Comic Con was kind of negligent in a lot of ways and didn't do enough stuff to prevent, scalpers from being able to buy up a lot of tickets and then just throw them up on eBay or StubHub for $300. And I really, I feel for these people that couldn't get tickets because it's really unfortunate. And, it's not a lot of work to do a better job to ensure fans get these tickets. My friend John over at Sonic Boombox and I have this discussion a lot of times, in the case that I say that I don't feel that New York Comic Con really wants to provide the best fan experience and wants to make sure a lot of their fans get tickets, but rather they just want that headline to say, New York Comic Con sells out of tickets in 30 minutes or 10 minutes and really, wants to rival San Diego. And I think, this problem has now reached kind of a boiling point that where they're just trying to sell so much that now, a lot of fans aren't getting tickets and fans are truly upset. And I think it's a lot of easy fixes that could be done and put in place to solve this problem. So the obvious question is, what are these policies that they can do? Well, they're actually quite simple. First, create a registered user system in which members have to register before ticket sale date to buy tickets. This helps ensure that people that are dedicated and have put the time in well in advance can get those tickets and doesn't allow everyone to just run up last minute and buy up a bunch of tickets. Also, create a one-to-one ticket buying system in which only one ticket per registered member. Now, some are going to say, well, what if you want to go with friends and family? That's fine. San Diego actually found a solution to this problem in which they allowed each individual registered member to buy up to 4 other tickets for other registered members. So say, a husband, a wife, and their child want to go to a con. If one member only is able to get into the queue system, they can still buy tickets for their husband and child because they have, those same number of registered IDs. So this still allows for groups and families to attend the con together. Next, don't mail out badges in advance. I think that's a huge mistake because that just encourages scalpers to be able to get the badge in advance and then sell it to somebody else. As well as the next step would be to only allow people to pick up badges with their ID. And this will also ensure that people don't buy badges and just sell the pass to someone online via email, since they have to go with an ID and show it. These are actually all policies that are implemented at San Diego Comic Con, and they've had for the last 3 or 4 years, right before they went to their individual lottery system. But I think these are just easy, simple solutions because it discourages scalpers from getting into this market, because at best they can maybe sell one badge and maybe make $200 and $300. I'm sure there'll be the dumb scalpers that continue to do this, but when you really cut their margins and cut how much profit they can make by selling a bunch of badges would really help. And I think that's why, New York Comic Con got in a lot of trouble, because they were allowing people to buy up to 6 badges at a time at each instance. So that means you could go at the 4-day sale and buy 6. You could go at the 3-day sale and buy 6. And so that just really, shrinks the number of ticket sales and shrinks the amount of people that can buy badges and just helps the scalpers. So those are all my ideas on the topic, but I want to hear from you guys and what you think. How do you feel about con ticket sales? Do you think there's other issues or things they need to put in place to help resolve this problem? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you don't forget to subscribe and like to our videos, as we've got a lot of great new videos coming out. We're going to have a huge tutorial series this summer to get people ready for Dragon Con, San Diego, and New York Comic Con, as well as convention videos from all of these conventions, and you won't want to miss out. Well, as always, I'm your host Ian from Saturday Morning Cosplay, and I'll see you on the con floor.